Hey YouTube, I got cut off in my last video. I hit the wrong button, and anyway, last video I was talking with a fan on Skype, and I was just saying that I can admit that my heart's twisted and weird, but generally it leads to a more positive direction. And um, with anything in life, you have a solution to a problem. Let's see here. It's been a good night for me on YouTube, man. I get a lot of positive feedback, and that really means a lot. Thank you guys. That's really awesome. So, um, um, hopefully it processes. Shit. It didn't process. God damn it. I'll have to let him know so he doesn't, like, go show on his friends, and shit. So, let's see, a shout out to Trins Michelson. I just got done talking with him via Skype, and unfortunately the video I had him in didn't process, so I apologize for that. I hit the wrong button, my mistake, but in fact, I want to call it again, yeah. In fact, you might call it again. Take two. Hey man, what's up? Hello? Hello, hello. Oh, it's processing. Hello, what's up, man?
Hey.
Yeah, sorry about that. I must have clicked the wrong button or something, but yeah.
Hey, shout out, got the King Cobra. He's the realest deal on the planet Earth. And I love him very much. He's got a clear vision for the future. He's a real person. Tell all your friends. I'm the biggest King Cobra fan on the planet. My name is Trinst Michelson. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Josh.
Alright, coolness, man. Thanks.
Alright, bye.
Bye. That's basically what he said in the last video, but, yeah. I'm gonna, yeah, okay, just clicking on that. Okay, trying to fuck this one up again. But, yeah, that's cool when I hear positive feedback from the fans, you know what I'm saying, so. So now if he shows his fans, like, hey, do you want a YouTube video, got the KingCobra? Really? Yeah, check it out. Oh, dude, yeah, it's cool. How cool is that, So, in a way, it kind of brightens someone's day. My weird, random shenanigans makes someone's day good. He watches my videos at lunch and stuff, so, yeah. But, yeah. It's 1:14 in the morning, and I'm a little exhausted, but I'm hanging in there, so, yeah. Now, I'll be the first to admit that small things get to me sometimes, like, oh, you spilled the cup. It happens, but it's like, really? Ah, okay, fuck, clean it up, whatever, But then another thing happens. It's like, seriously, dude? Whatever, it's cool, you know. By the end of the day, it's just a number of small shit that piles up, and I'll be the first to admit it irritates me. But I'm only half human, so I can't let it get to me. It's the other half of me. But yeah, Trent's contacted me on Skype and asked a lot of questions, you know, and I'm all open for that, you know. If you want to talk on Skype and stuff, I'm all open for that, you know, and we can chat, you know, like even have you in a YouTube video, you know, so you can tell all your friends, you know. I think it'd brighten your day a little bit, and I think it'd be pretty cool, you know, because I'm here for the fans, you know what I'm saying, because they would make YouTube enjoyable, you know. That's the thing, is why I'm on YouTube, is because of the fans. So yeah. But it's like Trent said, you know, a lot of people come into my channel and go, well, what's this guy about? It's kind of weird looking, you know, and they watch my videos and either they like me or they hate me, and I agree with them 100% on that, you know. It's just one of those things where every YouTuber has their thing. Equals 3 has his videos, whatever. Pipe Friend CHS has the pipe smoking and the intellectual conversations and whatnot. I don't know what the fuck I do on my channel, to be honest with you. Tobacco reviews, the guitar playing, the crazy drink combinations, insightful rants, whatever, you know. And I do have a vision for a perfect future, or at least somewhat close to perfect future. Granted, it's going to start with one thing, and I think it will help save everyone's ass: legalize weed. Fuck the recreational, just legalize and tax the hell out of it. A lot of people are saying, yeah, but it creates this many problems and blah, 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 blah. And yeah, people are skeptical on that. You know, I can understand. People saying, yeah, but if people start smoking weed regularly, those become lazy. I get that, but those are people who smoke weed are very productive in their life. Oh yeah, that helped the taste of it. I took my pipe toy and poked a hole through the filter. I can taste the tobacco now. Much better. Way to make a cheap cigarette taste a lot better than it normally does. But yeah, now I don't have the power to change the future as far as politically and with Congress and all that. The best that I can do is go on YouTube, hey, this is me, what should I check it out, and my fan base, you know, and share my ideas with the world and say, this might work, and then give you reasons why I think it might work. And people sit there and go, can give me reasons why it won't work. But it's like I said in my last video, what have you got to lose? Give it a shot, you never know. Now obviously the people who are okay with marijuana being legalized, the old school Republican people in Congress, the drug dealers and the drug companies. The drug dealers are losing money. So you employ them at the pharmacies and the stuff that sells marijuana. The pharmaceutical companies are going to be okay with it because, let's face it, you go to the doctor, you got something wrong with your knee, they'll give you some pain medication that gets you some nasty ass side effect, and then you got to take pills to deal with that side effect. Those pills give you side effects, and it's just a mess. And you're getting sicker and sicker by the minute while they're making money. That ain't right. And if you got some discomfort in your knee, smoke a little bit of weed and relax. Helps some of the pain. I shit you not. Because of my Asperger's, I actually qualify for medical marijuana. If Casper were to allow such a thing, I think it'd be great. Considering, you know, I have friends who are stoners, and the money they spend on weed is, you know, it's crazy. And that's just a small group of people, I know. Now you take the whole entire country of pot smokers, and you look at how much money they spend on weed, versus how much money we're wasting on the fully drug war we have. I shit you not, they are building more prisons to accumulate the people smoking pot. It's outrageous. And it'd be one thing if they were just killing people and doing whatever. That's perfectly logical to build more jails. But the thing is, they're not. They're just sitting back with some Pink Floyd and smoking some weed. They're not going out and killing a bunch of people. In fact, the Thursday of last week, I was driving to work. I just got my check cashed. I went to go get Chris a full tank of gas, get some cigarettes, get a Monster, and head to work. And there were a bunch of cop cars around town. Holy shit, they were everywhere, dude. They were grouped up in this one area. And we're like, what the fuck? It turns out there was another shooting in Casper. This time it was with an actual gun, and 2 people died. One was at a hotel, the other one was at a Mexican restaurant. Yikes, dude. It's like, damn, dude, man, shit's hitting the fan big time, and I'm thinking, what the fuck is wrong with people, man? What is the fucking trend with our society? I mean, beforehand, it wasn't as bad. It happened like once every 2 or 3 years, and be like, oh, damn it, here we go again. But lately, it seems like it's been a real thing, and I don't know what the fuck's causing it, dude. Why the fuck people are doing it? I mean, if they're doing it to prove a point that Obama can't take away our guns, if that's the reason behind it, which is stupid, because I don't think Obama's trying to take away our guns, personally. Now, we'll hear a lot of talk about people saying Obama's trying to take away our guns, and we can't have that, And personally, I don't think gun salesmen care, because the way they see it, they're making more money that way, because people are paranoid as all hell, and yeah, people get pissed off for the reason they think killing people is going to solve it. It's not. It's going to solve a goddamn thing. In fact, it's going to make people more pissed off. Okay? So. Now, if you want to create controversy for controversy's sake, for something more political like Obama's rights on guns, don't go about shooting people in the face with a gun thinking that's going to prove anything. And if anything, that's only going to prove that Obama's got the right idea, if he is planning to restrict gun rights. That's only proving to our country that Obama was right in that aspect, that we need to do that, if that is your reason behind doing it. So if anything, you're only fueling the fire, which is ironic as all hell, because people doing it are probably doing it for that exact reason. Doesn't make much goddamn sense to do it. No, it don't. Now, I'm all for the right to bear arms and the Second Amendment. I support gun rights and all that, and gun safety and all that. But these fucking idiots go around shooting people and killing them. Killing children in a fucking school, because think about that as a parent, man. You know what I'm saying? You send your kid off to school. Some parents even take time to pack their lunch for their kid, have a little extra bonding time before they go to school. And now they can't because the child's dead. I can't imagine they'll do something like that, man. That's gonna be fucking horrible, dude. But I don't know what is with the like I say, I don't know what's with the trend of, if it's become a trend or a thing where people just, it started off with the fucking crazy asshole went off and shot up the Colorado Theater because of the Batman scene. Like 2 weeks later, some guy went and shot up a fucking Muslim temple. Towards Christmas time, right around supposed end of the world, shit hit the fan big time. Shootings everywhere. In fact, right around Halloween time, we were supposed to be on the lookout for a guy who was walking around butchering women in the park. Yeah. Holy shit, dude. What the fuck's wrong with our country, man? And you know what? Maybe they wouldn't be so fucking angry if they were allowed to smoke a little bit of weed without persecution of an otherwise harsh and or hypocritical government. Think about it. You got a politician, hard day at the office, talking his shit, whatever. Comes home, probably has a good cigar and a glass of scotch and relaxes. For relaxation. Marijuana is used for the same purpose, for relaxation, to get high and have a good laugh. Because I guarantee fucking to you, when you're stoned, you're not nearly as pissy or moody, or more inclined to relax and not let shit get to you. I can tell you from personal experience. But now, you take the phony war on drugs and what you're wasting on the people paying for the taxation and all that, and then they're building more and more prisons to accumulate all the stoners and all that, and then you take into the fact that the money people are spending on weed, and it's still a supposed problem in our country. People are still finding ways to get around customs and the drug dogs and DEA and shit like that. So, EA or whatever. So maybe you just, fuck it, it's legal. Just try it for a couple months. Now, I may be just one person speaking for myself, but I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who agree with me. And if you agree with me, please, if you have the chance to vote for marijuana rights in your state for legalization and you believe in it, then make your voice heard. Because quite often, shit like this happens where you get the chance to make your voice heard and actually have a right to do something about it, but you don't take it because you think, what's the point, you know, and then shit hits the fan and it's still illegal. And you're simply complaining about it. Well, you had the opportunity to make it happen, yet you didn't do it. So, quit your bitching. Metaphorically speaking, it's like if you have the ability to go eat ice cream, you're craving ice cream, you have the money and the transportation to go get ice cream, you go to the store, and now you're thinking, what flavor ice cream do I want? Oh, Chunky Monkey sounds good, Ben Jerry's the shit, whatever. You sit in there, you got the money for it, and metaphorically, that's like walking out and saying, fuck it, I don't deserve it, you know, and then bitching because you don't have ice cream. Yeah, you have the power to go back and get it, but you choose not to, because for whatever reason you like having drama in your life. Is there any logic in that? No, there isn't. I'm sorry if this makes me sound like a condescending dick here, but logic is not as stupid or as lack of as it needs to be in our country, if that makes any sense. It's just a matter of slowing the fuck down and thinking, okay, what can we do to make our country better? There's a lot of hate in our country, a lot of negativity, and I'm guilty of it too. I've been a negative ass from time to time in my life. I'm generally a negative person. I'm not real people friendly, but I do the best I can. Well, there'd probably be a lot less hate in our country if there was marijuana involved. Because I can guarantee you, smoking it, dude, you feel fucking amazing. You just, the relaxation, you're high, just chilling out, and then this one song comes on the radio, and you're like, oh my god, who sings this, dude? This is fucking awesome. You find out the name of the song, and then you're like, I gotta have this for my iPod. And then you get money for your iPod songs, you put that song on your iPod, and listen to that song, and you reminiscing about songs you've heard. In fact, all the songs I have on my iPod are from moments when I was stoned. I heard on the radio, heard on someone's CD player, and I thought, God, I gotta have that for my iPod. So, the song by Hawthorne Heights called Boy was a perfect example of that. This is back before I went to Job Corps, way the fuck back before I went to Job Corps. I was stoned off my ass at my friend's house, and they started playing this song. I was like, oh my God, who sings it? The Hawthorne Heights. I'm like, dude. And then I look up on YouTube, and accidentally, because you forget shit like that when you're stoned, you know, you sober up and go, that was fun. Cool. And then, yeah. Now, people argue this and say, well, we wouldn't want doctors and lawyers and pilots being stoned because it could jeopardize people's lives. I agree with you. It's like alcohol in that aspect. There's going to be a time and a place for it. You know, if that's the case, if that's how you feel about it, then if it's like that, then it's like alcohol. Cops can pull you over for driving while under the influence of marijuana, and have some kind of test. They can't breathalyze you, obviously. What they can do is they could be like, pull out an iPod, listen to this. You're like, oh my gosh, this is Pink Floyd. Dude, this shit is so awesome. Oh my god. Look at your eyes, you're glazed, you're bloodshot. Focus, but you're not focusing. You've been smoking pot. No. Yes. Sir, I'll have to give you a ticket for driving under the influence. So it's the same thing with alcohol. I mean, alcohol is perfectly legal. And if enjoyed responsibly, it can be a great time to relax. It's the same thing with pot. Now you got these idiots, stoners, who just don't give a shit. They smoke pot 24/7. And have no responsibility for their lives, and they're the ones making other stoners look bad. And that's the problem. That, combined with the phony drug war and the political negativity and bullshit, pot being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Because you have, let's say for example, you have this crime, this shootout, this gang-related crime, and one of the investigators finds pot on one of the victims, and automatically, boom, they blame pot for it, and that's ridiculous. And generally when you smoke pot, it helps you notice things you're not supposed to notice. Like, wait a minute, this don't make sense. Yeah, I've done that before. When I got really stoned, I thought, wait a minute, the government does this and this and this, but that doesn't make sense. It's a conspiracy. Oh my god, it makes total sense. Because generally when you smoke pot, it tends to open your creative side in your mind. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, the government wants to keep you misinformed and stupid, so they have all the control. I'm not stoned, I'm completely sober. I've only had like 4 shots of peach rum, or not peach rum, excuse me, Parrot Bay rum, and I'm not even drunk. I'm just saying right now that this is wine. Now, this couldn't be the reason why. Maybe the government has their own supposed reasons why they want marijuana to stay illegal. But it's just the way I see it, from my perspective. Again, if you believe what I, like the video, comment, whatever. But if you have the chance to make it legal in your state, try it. Now, to further prove my point, let's take a look at Canada, Nevada, California, all the states and countries that have legalized weed so far. They're doing pretty fucking awesome. In fact, when I got kicked out of Job Corps for, ironically, not smoking pot, I went to this homeless shelter for 4 or 5 days, and riding the bus back to Casper, I met this guy who was big into music like I was, and he went to all these concerts, did all these hard drugs and shit, and the guy was perfectly sane. He wasn't like cracked out or cuckoo, cocoa post, whatever. And so I asked him, you've been down to Nevada lately, or Colorado, and he's like, yeah. And I asked him, so how's Colorado been since they legalized weed? And he's like, dude, they're doing awesome. The economy's up, gang crime, down. I'm like, oh. So, in that aspect, marijuana is not a bad thing, per se, if you can enjoy it responsibly with your life. This is the time to get high and relax. This is the time to go to work. You get what I'm saying? And that's how it was with my pot, back in the day when I smoked it. I'd like to have any bills I have to take care of? No? Okay. When do I go to work next? So I'll go to work stoned, and then it's like, okay, cool. And I'm in a responsible place where if I do smoke it, if I do get caught, I won't get caught, you know what I'm saying? So generally, it's all about, with the pot smoking especially, it's you know what I'm saying, you gotta be responsible with that. And people claim to be responsible with weed like they are with alcohol. Now granted, I don't want to talk about being responsible with alcohol because I've gotten drunk on more than one occasion. It's because alcohol is legal for me and marijuana isn't. I guarantee you I wouldn't be drinking as much if I was allowed to smoke pot legally. I probably could too. I know people that could get me some dank ass weed, you know what I'm saying? But I value my freedom over, getting high. I mean, odds are I wouldn't get caught, but even then I don't want to risk it because there are rules to being a responsible stoner. 1, like I said, make sure your bills are paid and taken care of. 2, if you're in an area where it's illegal, be careful not to get caught. 3, if you have children in the house, even though weed's not a bad thing, child services probably frown upon that shit. Ironically enough, though, this guy had a son who has epileptic seizures. This kid's like 2 or 3 years old, just shakes and has a hard time functioning in life. And guess what happened? He lets his son smoke a little bit of weed, and guess what? It helped his tremors and his seizures a lot. He doesn't have them. Yeah. 4, okay, find out when you have to work, so you don't go to work still half stoned, okay? Because odds are your coworkers and your employers aren't going to be, well, your employees and employers aren't going to be too happy with that. 5, if you get caught, own up to your consequences. 6, if you do get caught, and you do get consequences, own up to it. And 7, most important of all, is prioritize. You got caught. What did you do wrong? Is it worth getting caught again? And in my case, too, they were lucky they didn't give me a hefty fine and court dates and all that. They just said, look, you fucked up, you're done here, we're done. That's all I'm going to say. So I got lucky in that aspect. And I don't blame pot for getting kicked out of Job Corps. Quite the contrary. I blame our society's fucked up views on pot. But that's just the thing, because pot has to think differently than functioning members of society supposedly functioning, And then you got the stoners who just don't give a shit, and just a combination of all the bullshit, it gives pot a bad name. But here's the thing that also fucks us over. You're in school, they tell you how drugs are bad, stay away from pot and blah, 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 blah. Okay, you're in high school, you go to a party, someone goes, hey man, you wanna try some weed? But they say it's bad, dude, it ain't bad, just try it. You're like, fuck it, who cares? Whoa, I feel amazing. They lied to me about this, what the so then they think, oh, you've lied to us about pot, so what's to say they aren't going to try something harder next time, because they think, well, if they lied to us about pot, maybe they lied to us about crystal meth or crack. Next thing you know, they're on crack, which gives people the excuse to say marijuana is a gateway drug. No, it's all about misinformed bullshit lies, okay? Another twist to that is, say you're buying pot from your dealer, and He goes, hey man, I'm out. Do you want to try something stronger? And at this point, you're having a bad day. You just want to get high and relax. You're like, fuck it. So you end up trying something stronger, and now you're hooked on crack. Or hypotheticals, you know what I'm saying? Some people are actually stupid enough to go, well, I'm sick and tired of the high pot. It gets me strong. I'm going to try something stronger. What the fuck, dude? Okay, if you're sick and tired of the pot high, try some stronger weed. Okay, they have hydro weed that strong ass shit. Okay, you just get stronger, better weed. Medical grade shit. And if you get sick of that, try something stronger. I had this idea for weed. Now, it's a crazy idea, but I think it'd be pretty awesome if someone can make it. I'll combine swag, super swag, chronic, creeper, and white widow. Nothing that dirt cheap swag. I'm talking medical grade swag and super swag. I want to infuse it with some safe hallucinogenic that makes you see colors and all trippy and psychedelic and shit for like a good 20 minutes, and then be high as balls for 10 hours straight. Just boom. And then have it fused with like 20 different fruits. So it's got that really sweet smoke. You know what I'm saying? I call it Fruity Roller Coaster 5 or Cobra's Chronic. You know, it's just something I thought if I were to live in a state that's medical marijuana friendly and I got a green card, I was able to grow my own weed, that's something I thought about trying. And if you can make it just right, and then what you can do is once you do grow it, is stick it in the freezer for like a month, take it out, that makes it stronger. You keep doing that to the point where it's just like, holy, one hit and quit, like, holy fuck. And that's the thing too, is you start seeing the colors, and you're sitting there going, whoa, look at the colors. The color shit wears off, you're like, what happened? Where did all the colors go? Holy fuck, I am baked. I guarantee to you, if that became an actual marijuana plant, actual type of weed, no one would be like, I want to try crack because I'm sick and tired. Dude, fuck that, dude. You hit one hand of that shit. This is not an actual weed, this is an idea I've had. I tried Shrag, Super Shrag, Chronic, Creeper, Giso, and, fuck, what was it? Lung Cleaner. Oh, fucking Lung Cleaner is so damn good, dude. Christmas break from Job Corps, my first one. I went to a friend's house, right? He's like, oh, smoke some weed? I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to smoke some weed. He says, dude, I got this shit called Lung Cleaner. This shit will fuck your ass up. I'm like, fuck, say, yeah, dude, sounds good. He loads the bowl up with it. 3 hits. I was like, retarded stoned, like you wouldn't believe. I'm watching an episode of Friends and Seinfeld, and George Lopez stoned off my ass. It's the greatest shit in the world. And then a Big Lots commercial comes on TV. This little girl is like talking about how her parents are saving money and shit. And this blonde chick comes by in a Big Lots mascot costume, a little exclamation point, you know. Goes up to the little girl and says, so, little girl, how much money did you save shopping at Big Lots? And the little girl turns to her and says, sorry, my parents don't let me talk to strange punctuations. I'm just like, I could not stop laughing for 40 minutes. I was like, punctuations, oh my fucking god. It was great, dude. So I've had a lot of good time smoking weed, you know? Relaxing, enjoying life for its own qualities, and trying not to let shit get to me. But unfortunately, it's illegal, so at the same time, it's like, one day, it'll all be illegal in every state. Until then, I gotta be patient and wait. And the wait will be worth it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Now, I got the idea for Cobra's Chronic watching Pineapple Express. I didn't know you could actually fuse marijuana with fruit and make it taste like the fruit. What it does is it makes it stronger because the vitamins in the fruit absorb into your bloodstream, which helps the THC get to your bloodstream quicker, which goes to your head, which makes you higher faster. So yeah. If anyone has the idea to do that, I wouldn't know where to begin. Even if I did move to like Colorado or somewhere where it's weed friendly and start growing it, I had to do a little bit of research. I wouldn't use salvia because I've heard people say salvia sucks. But I had pretty much talking about this. You could use like some psychedelic drug like shroom juice or something like that, you know. But that again is a risk. It possesses the risk of having a bad trip, and then you'd be stoned as fuck after that bad trip. So we just one fuck up after another. So it'd be about finding a safe alternative to all that. It's just not as trippy as psychedelic, you know. Woo, look at all the colors, you know. funny shapes and wah wah, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on the whole thing. Going back to what I said earlier, you know, I've discussed with many people before, and they said, yeah, well, then people get lazy and not want to work. I'm like, yeah, but there's plenty of members who are productive in society who smoke weed. And they go, yeah, but say you got like 10,000 people who smoke weed, the 5,000 would be lazy, 5,000 wouldn't be lazy. So that in the aspect too is like alcohol addiction in that aspect. Even marijuana's not addictive, it's all a mindset. You know, it'd be like getting the help they need, going, okay, what do you need to, you know what I'm saying? And tax the hell out of it, dude. I'm serious. Look at how much fucking money tobacco and alcohol make us yearly. The astronomical rates of it is insane. Which is why tobacco and alcohol never be completely outlawed. We've tried outlawing alcohol before with the prohibition. You saw how fucking well that worked. Oh, we've heard the argument before. I'm serious. Think about it. Alcohol was legal at one point. They outlawed it for whatever reason, and to put money in the hands of criminals and gangsters to commit murders and felons and shit like that. And they're like, okay, that didn't work so well. Fuck it, it's legal again. And now they don't have that money anymore, so it's no longer a thing. And it's the same thing with marijuana in that aspect. It's keeping it illegal is virtually screwing yourselves up the ass, basically. And excuse me. And you don't have to be a pothead to care about this. I mean, it could just be a thing where, you know what I'm saying? I've seen countless of stories on the internet and over YouTube and marijuana documentaries of patients who had cancer, emphysema, AIDS, just miserable, dying. And the doctor goes, well, you're going to die either way, so fuck it. Give them some miracle marijuana, and it helped them deal with their stress. Because of the disorders and the diseases they have, they couldn't sleep, they couldn't eat, their outlook on life sucked, they were depressed. Marijuana fixed all that. They were able to sleep, eat, have a better outlook on life, and be happier. And somehow, in a very rare case, they were able to overcome their disease, because the mind's a very powerful tool. Now, if your stress level is down, it helps your mind focus more clearly and also helps your mind deal with your body's issues, because your mind is your central nervous system. It basically tells what your body to do and how to function. You're in control of some of your bodily functions, obviously, but the thing is, like, you don't have to tell your body to, hey, get better when you're sick. Like right now, I have a mild cold going on right now. My brain's the one that's working that out for me, getting the white blood cells to fight it all off and shit. So, yeah. Hopefully you get what I'm saying. Anyway, this is KingCobraJFS for the video. I thank y'all for watching. I'll see you guys later. And like I said, if you have the chance to vote for legalization, do it. You know, what could happen? At this point, you know, with all the shit's been happening, it probably help us a lot. And with the way we owe people money over in China and Japan, like it's ridiculous. Our economy's in the shithole. Before I go, I talked about this in my government conspiracy video. The government's put in charge of our tax plan to help stabilize our economy, and they had till the evening of New Year's Eve, and they failed to do it because they probably have enough good ideas, and because of that, anything that doesn't have solid funding is going to get cut from the budget like that. So that basically means that if there's a fire station or a police department that doesn't have enough funding to pay for its police officers and its equipment, they're going to start making budget cuts. You know, less faster cars, less cops, shittier equipment, and then producing no cops at all. And then all hell's going to break loose, and criminals are going to run the streets, wreaking havoc. So at this point, we have one last chance. If you don't want to see shit like this happen, you want to help your society, legalize weed. Plain and simple. Now, I've done a pretty good job of explaining my side of the story. There are also obviously a lot of people who feel differently from what I feel, saying things like, oh, it wouldn't help our society, here's reasons why, blah, 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 blah. Please, if you want to, you know, share with me a video response or comments or whatever, I'll say your side of the story. Let's get an intellectual debate going on here. It doesn't have to be a you suck, Josh bullshit comment. And, you know, you don't have to either way. It's just me sharing my thoughts with you. So, anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Peace.